Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you to everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Today, we're asking, what do you need to know right now? We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Take a moment, figure out which one feels right to you. So, if you do want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. I do not solicit anybody in the comments. So if anybody does that, it is absolutely not me. I want to thank everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed, commented, and booked readings. And if you want to be part of my 11,000 subscriber giveaway, just make sure that you are subscribed and you comment and you're in the running for that. So it's time for pile number 1. What do you need to know right now? What do you need to know right now? We have Knight of Wands. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Wands. And we have the Hermit. So 5s are conflict. So between the 5 of Pentacles, which is not getting your needs met, kind of feeling out in the cold, maybe. We also have the 5 of Wands, which is about conflict. We have the Hermit. The Hermit is about the knowledge being inside, self-knowledge. But we also have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is somebody that follows up who goes after their passions, but they may not have this staying power. So I feel like, and suddenly my ear is itchy. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything for somebody, but I have to mention it. Clarity on the Knight of Wands. If you are dealing with somebody who's, comes in with a lot of heat but isn't consistent, it does seem like it's causing conflict and your needs not being met. For others of you, I feel like there's an answer that's deep within you. So I feel like take a moment, as my ear really is getting to me. It's my left ear. Take a moment and figure out, like, if you're the Knight of Wands, what are you chasing? Is it something that's just leading you to be out in the cold? Is it something that is leading you to have conflict, maybe not be on the same page as somebody? Or are you dealing with somebody who comes in with a lot of passion, but at the end of the day, there's conflict and like your needs not being met? Clarity on the Knight of Wands. We have, there is a need to emotionally walk away from something that is unfulfilling. We have the Moon, so there is illusion, there's maybe fear. Again, there might be things that are going on below the surface again. So there might be a need to look inside. It looks like the answers are inside. So let's talk about the Hermit. 10 of Swords and the Ship. The Ship is an ability to move forward, especially in the emotional realm. The 10 of Swords is a difficult ending. It could be a betrayal. It is, at the very least, an end of a cycle. So I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to move on from something that has been very difficult. Clarity on the 5 of Wands. We have the Fortune Teller. The Fortune Teller wields all the different cards because Fortune Teller is capable of controlling their own future. So I feel like right now, really look inside and realize that you have an ability to take agency in the situation. You have an ability to guide things where you want them to go. This doesn't mean guiding things where you want to go means fundamentally changing other human beings. Again, the answer is inside of you. Clarity on the 5 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Cups and the dog. The dog is loyalty, love. The 10 of Cups can be like a long-term happy relationship where I feel like you might be experiencing loss, but abundance is something that is available to you. This does not necessarily mean that the loss is your fault, but there is a need to like face fears and illusions, walk away from what doesn't meet your needs, doesn't do the work to emotionally fulfill you. Whatever it is, it can be a person, it can be a, something that you've been trying to do. It could be, but does what you're doing truly fulfill you? Because I feel like you're going to be able to move away from really difficult endings and move towards really positive ones in which, there is loyalty, ones in which there is real love. And again, maybe it's not romantic love. There's all sorts of love. There's familial, there's friendship, there's found family. What do you need to know right now? Pile number 1, we have 10 of Cups. Walking away from what does not fulfill you is pushing you forward towards what will truly make you happy. So now we have the 10 of Cups twice. So know that, there's an ability to move forward emotionally. The answers are inside of you. But there's things that, things that you're going to have to walk away from. Now, there are things like not getting your needs met, staying in situations where other people don't fulfill what you need emotionally. And again, this can apply to a romantic relationship, but this does not just apply to romantic relationships. But, the answer's in you. So take some time for some self-reflection. Take some time to realize that the tools to make any of the changes that you want to make yourself truly happy are in your hands. Ooh, we have the Tower. That's not entirely surprising because we have the 8 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. Some things, no matter how much you built on them, they're never going to be stable because the foundation isn't secure. This doesn't mean that you're not meant for abundance, but if you keep on building on something that can never, ever stand, you're going to deal with things falling down. What do you need to know right now? Whatever happened, there's a new beginning. Because it looks like there's, with the 10 of Swords and the Tower, it looks like there's been some kind of catastrophic thing, some kind of really difficult ending. But happiness is available to you. There's a new beginning. I feel like following something that you're passionate about, maybe doing some kind of creative endeavor, seems to be something that will be helpful in a new beginning. And know that success is available to you. It just won't be building on whatever this tower is. It won't be building on whatever is already not fulfilling your needs. But you've got a brand new beginning, which I feel like some kind of success. I feel like there is a need to follow something that you are passionate about, but there is also a need to have the actual staying power in regards to it. Clarity on the tower. 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is fighting for what matters to you, but there is an aspect where it can be a little bit defensive. So I feel like there might be a need to check your ego just a little bit. To see, like, are you fighting for something that actually is going to get you what you want? Because there's nothing wrong with, fighting old covers for something that really, really matters to you. I do think you have the capability of winning, but are you fighting to build a sandcastle? Something that the tide is going to come in and take away. There's just a need to really think about, like, what you're building. But I feel like there's an opportunity for, no matter how bad things have been, for real happiness. But I feel like it's going after some kind of... I feel like there's maybe a need to go after some kind of goal, something that excites you. This is something that will give you an opportunity for a win, something like that's in the right direction. We have the little spinning top, so there might be a game you're already playing with yourself just to try to keep something up from falling, keep something from falling with the tower. So what if that's not the best use of your time? We have the rat. The rat can be somebody that is sneaky, somebody that's not being very direct. Now their card fell. It was just the one. We have the 6 of Pentacles. It looks like luck is going to come from balance in the practical. Balance in the practical. Now there's the 6 of Pentacles is also about generosity, but it's a far cry from, like, the 5 of Pentacles, where, like, you're truly not getting your needs met. We have the heart with a lot of twists and turns. Your heart is beautiful. There's been a lot of twists and turns. Your heart is still whole. We have the cog. So there is a need to really truly ask yourself, are you in the right place to affect the most change, the best result? To get the most cooperation from others. And we have a valuable connection. What about that? What about that? I feel like I want to pull one more card. Yeah, like, you have a decision on how you're going to move forward. How you should move forward, it does seem like you should be following some kind of success. That there is a new beginning, maybe regarding something that truly inspires you, that you should go after what you want, but, like, it's all actually up to you. And there might be things that need to be swept out of the way. What do you need to know right now, pile number 1? We have gratitude. There's a need to focus on and respect what is good and beautiful regarding your life. This doesn't mean that you can't want more. You absolutely can, but the more you can focus on what you are grateful for, the more you open up those kind of opportunities for yourself. We have awake. So there is maybe a need to wake up. There may be something where you've been keeping your eyes closed. What do you need to know right now, pile number 1? Be conscious of the life you choose to lead. This is all about agency. This is all about the universe saying, like, wake up. These are your choices. And we have teeth. Take a bite out of life. I feel like there's some advice to experience to live. So, I hope that this helped you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 11,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you are subscribed and you comment and you're in the running for that. Again, I want to thank everybody. If you want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. I don't solicit anybody in the comments. So if you ever get solicited in the comments, it is absolutely not me. But that being said, I truly appreciate you all. Thank you so very much. And it's time for our gorgeous pile number 2s. Pile number 2 is my gorgeous angels. What do you need to know right now? We have the 8 of Swords. Okay, there is a need to really think about your thoughts. Think about, are my thoughts something that, because it looks like there might be something there that's a little bit false that might be keeping you restrained. 2 of Wands. You have a decision to make on how you move forward. We have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is optimism. Page of Wands is starting on a new path. Page of Wands can occasionally have a little bit of a castle in the sky, a little bit of a fantasy element. So there's I feel like I'm going to get some clarity on that one. We have the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is a difficult ending, betrayal. So there's a decision on how you move forward. There's a possibly naive point of view, but there are like all sorts of swords that are kind of keeping the mind hostage, and whatever is keeping that mind hostage might very well lead to a very difficult ending. This doesn't mean, but it could mean betrayal. It could mean, hurtful things. So let's talk about this 8 of Swords, because the 8 of Swords seems rather significant. And if you find yourself with this pile, if this pile is resonating with you, there's a need to go inside and really ask whether, all of your thoughts are truly being the most logical thing right now. Are you truly as stuck as you might be internally arguing that you are? Because it looks like you have an option. Clarity on the 8 of Swords. Now we have the 8, 9, and the 10 of Swords. All in the mind, but potentially leading to something that's actually rather difficult. This is worries, anxieties, fears. It can be hard when you're on the throes of it, but your worries, anxieties, or fears are not necessarily you. They are all those thoughts they're not necessarily you. And I feel like the more that you let this be a controlling factor for you, the more that you're potentially moving towards something that is unpleasant. I mean, it's potentially an ending, like something will end, so there's an ability for there to be a new beginning, but Ten of Swords isn't fun. Clarity on the 10 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles can be in a place where the reason why 4 of Pentacles is in abundance is because it's coming from a place of fear of loss. Whether it's not opening up because you don't want to lose, or it's holding back way too much because you don't want to lose. Whether it's, not letting go of something no matter how much it hurts you. Because you don't want to lose. Clarity on the Page of Wands. But there's a need to think about whether you are, so afraid of losing that you can't have a real prosperity. Like there's a need to observe. And there's nothing wrong with being excited, idealistic. But you should be observing what is in front of you. Clarity on the 2 of Wands. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. There is something in your life that is very out of balance. And again, this is a choice. So there's a choice to make some kind of practical decision. There's a choice to go on some kind of adventure, move forward. And again, this Page of Wands is not necessarily a bad thing, even though it can be a little bit naive. But, there's nothing wrong with going on a new adventure. What do you need to know right now, pile number 2? Ace of Swords. Look, the truth is the truth is the truth. Your new way forward, taking yourself out of this painful ending. It's literally, you have the 8, the 9, and the 10, and now the Ace. This is a new cycle. A new cycle is going to be through everything being clear, honest, transparent. And really dealing with the truth, regardless of how you feel about the truth. Because you have some decisions to make. The choices are on you. And there's an opportunity for you to start over with something that would offer some greater stability in your life. So we have page, page, page. The only royalty cards up here are pages. So I feel like there might be some choice, and you know, regardless of what your actual age is, this might be a little bit of a process of you maturing. Clarity on the Page of Swords. The Magician. Again, the Magician is a new beginning, but the Magician is ourselves and our ability to take agency over our new beginnings. Our ability to take some level of control. Our ability to realize we have the tools necessary. So you have some decisions that you need to make. Maybe some decisions that you have put off. Maybe because of anxiety, maybe because you don't want to lose something, but like, even if maybe you're not used to being the person who makes the decisions, for whatever reason, because I'm just seeing the pages, and some unchosen decisions, and I feel like, know that the power is in your hands. This is not for other people. Like, the power is not outside of you, it's within you. And the only way to have this clarity is to really, the only way to get you out of whatever this painful cycle is the truth. So I'm telling you that the truth will set you free. But maybe there's parts of the truth that you don't want to face, that you don't want to focus on. It is still the only way forward, really. King of Wands. Yeah, because I think that there is a need to be in the driver's seat, to go after what you want. Because the King of Wands will do that. The King of Wands will go after what they're passionate about. And like, there is something, a decision that you can make going forward, something that may lead to some sort of adventure that is something that you should probably take. We have the Nine of Wands and we have the Fox. So there may be a need to hold up some defenses regarding somebody who is a little bit sneaky, a little bit of a trickster, uses their cleverness to get what they want. Yeah, I feel like it is important to be aware that there are people who might use their cleverness against you. This again doesn't mean that everybody is awful and you shouldn't open up to anybody. I think that there is a need to be selective to what you hold on to. And I feel like there is a need to, like, the way forward is the truth. What will take you from your worries, from your from what your fears, what is binding you right now, what will take you away from betrayal is the truth. Or what'll help you have your new beginning after betrayal is the truth. What do you need to know right now, pile number 2? Limitless. However you feel like you're limited, it's just inaccurate. Does it, like, because this is like feeling extremely limited, extremely stuck. But you may have a moment where you're going to have to take the blindfold off and figure out how you get out of where you've been stuck. But there's a way out. It's doable. The power's in your hands. Don't just search for, give, fall in, or dream of. Also be love. Who are you? What are you showing up as in the world? What decisions are you making? Because if you don't think that they're consequential, you're wrong. And if you're avoiding making any kind of decision, you may be avoiding what could make you free. Desire. What do you desire? Are you following what you desire? Are you following what makes you inspired? Flying. Arise and see another point, a higher point of view. Look, you have far less limitations than you believe yourself to have. There is a higher point of view. There is something that will, I feel like there's some kind of maturation process that will lead to your desires being fulfilled, but you're just not in as small of a box as you may have previously accepted. And there is some danger in the box because it only leads to more fear. It only leads to betrayal. Maybe leads to holding on to something that will betray you. We have the soft heart. We have the dream. So I feel like you are a dreamer. You have a soft heart. And not only is there going to be wish fulfillment for you, but the wish fulfillment that you are going to receive is going to be far more than what you expected it to be. But the sun is coming out. Joy is available to you. So those are all very good charms, very good things. Maybe there is a need to take that inspiration that you have and make some decisions regarding it. But be careful about who you let make decisions for you, because not everybody has the soft heart that you have. Not everybody is as kind and as loving as you are. And there are definitely a few people who will use their cleverness against you. So what you need to prioritize right now is honesty, clarity, integrity. Yeah. Honesty, clarity, integrity. Because that's your new beginning. That's what's going to take you away from this cycle of pain into this one where you're far less, where you are not limited. I feel like you're already not limited like this, but you just may not realize how to get out of where you're at. But it's there. But you do need to pay attention to if somebody is acting in a way that is maybe self-interested. Is maybe it's just, there's a need to not be blind if somebody is doing something that, is just sneaky. And there is a need to have some kind of boundaries up when somebody comes in acting sneaky. But I feel like there's a lot of, it's like you really, the power is in your hands to turn things significantly better than what they have been. It's all in your ability. Even your limitations are something that, despite this one sneaky person, your limitations are something that you can get out of by yourself. And your ability to succeed is within it's within your power to create. I don't know, maybe the sneaky person, their sneakiness has to do with making you think that it's, your success is up to them or something like that, but it's really not. It's all in you. So what you need to know is that you've got some decisions to make, and that to get out of whatever pain or betrayal that you might be experiencing, focus on the truth, regardless of how you feel about it. And I hope that this helps you. I deeply appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 11,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you're subscribed and you comment, and you're in the running for that. If you want to book with me, my email's in the description right below the timestamps. I don't solicit anybody in the comments. So if anybody does, it is absolutely not me. And it is time for my gorgeous pile number 3. What do you need to know right now? Pile number 3, what do you need to know right now? 7 of Pentacles. Right now, there's a need to think about what should be invested in the long term. Page of Cups. There could be a need to communicate feelings. There could be a need to ask yourself, are you being the most emotionally mature that you could be? Or, yeah, we've got Page and Page. So a lot of young energy. And the Knight of Pentacles. There is nothing wrong with the Page of Cups or the Page of Swords. Page of Swords might be advice to make sure that you're observing your environment clearly. The Page of Cups, can be about emotional communication. But it can be just emotional joy and wonder. It can be like starting over in an emotional way. But your actions should be practical right now. And they should be considering what you want to grow in the long term. So, what do you want to invest? What do you want to pay off? What do you need to do so you have a future that pays off? dropping all my cards as usual. Queen of Swords. There is, at this time, there's a need to make decisions from a logical place. There is nothing wrong with being emotional, nothing wrong with being practical, but it looks like whatever this thing that's going to pay off from, it's going to come from the intellect. It may pay off from like setting boundaries. That is something else that the Queen of Swords is willing to do. It's also the first royalty card that we have pulled up. Clarity on the Page of Cups. Clarity on the Page of Cups. The Star. Hope, healing, wish fulfillment. You make some practical decisions right now, thinking about what you want to pay off in the long term, especially, you know, making like logical decisions. Like there is going to be a significant emotional payoff. There is going to be wish fulfillment. Like what the seeds you are planting are going to pay off. Clarity on the Knight. Sorry, not the Knight. I was going to say the Page of Swords. Chariot. Careful observing, careful observation, logical observation is going to help move you forward towards this success. This success that is going to pay off emotionally. The clarity on the Knight of Pentacles. Death. Major Arcana, Major Arcana, Major Arcana. Death is about transition, change, some things that need to end for new things to begin. It is also literally reaping. So I feel like there is going to be an opportunity to end one cycle and begin another. There is going to be something that you potentially plant right now that will come to harvest, and it will be transformational. So, clarity on the Death card. Clarity on the Death card. Ace of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of emphasis on practicality. There's a lot of emphasis on the mind, logic, and the truth. Your new beginning, like again, one cycle is going to end. But your new beginning, again, another victory card, is in like truth, honesty. Like there's a reason why you should be observing very clearly what is going on right now. Because I feel like this will set up the conditions on what you should be, what you invest in, and it will set up the conditions on what your new beginning is going to be. It will keep you from getting in your own way as the universe pushes you towards even greater success. And you are going to create something that is bigger than just you. Maybe it is going to be a collaboration. Maybe it is just going to be some kind of personal mastery. I feel like definite personal mastery is available here. Clarity on the Star. Page of Coins. Now this can be talking about something that is practical. This can be, yeah, it's really important to make practical choices right now. But know that those practical choices are going to emotionally pay off. But I feel like there's going to be some wish fulfillment by like really handling things in the real world and really making sure that you are using your logic, that you are, you know, because this is honesty, clarity, integrity. And we have the 9 of coins. This is going to lead to personal abundance for you. What do you need to know right now? So think about, really observe, really pay attention, use your head, and think about what you should be investing in towards the future. What should you do to give yourself the future that you want to have? Break down those steps. Because this is using your head and this is being practical about it. What do you need to know, pile 3? Awaken. There is a need to make sure that your eyes are open so that, you know, that you're looking at the truth so that you're on that path. Be conscious of the life you choose to lead. I apologize. There might be a airplane going past. Be conscious of the life you choose to lead. Yeah, I feel like if you do the right thing right now, your life is going to be transformed. And I feel like it's going to be transformed in a good way. So, because that's what these cards are saying. But right now, you should be really conscious about like what you want in the future, what you are investing in. We have the Knight of Cups. There's going to be an ability to move forward emotionally, but it's almost like that's going to happen through doing. It's almost like everything's going to be transformed, but it's going to be from a place of like using your head, doing the practical things, but it is going to help progress you in an emotional way as well. It's just, I don't think that that's how it's going to start. We have inspiration. So you may have some kind of inspiration that you have received. A muse may have come down and offered you some kind of inspiration, something that, you know, you should look at real clearly. You should figure out how to make happen. But it's like there's a lot of success here. Dance, move to the rhythm of your soul. Because I feel like this is only leading you to a more authentic, tuned in version of yourself. A more awake part of yourself. So we have the turtle, and the turtle is about longevity. Right now, you should be making decisions for your long-term goals. Another card fell. Wheel of Fortune. There's an opportunity for a lot of good luck right now. However, like, it should come from, like, clarity. Like, clarity is going to move you forward. Like, make sure that you're seeing things from a clear eye. Because again, you should be following logic and you should be following practicality. Like right now, these are things that are going to lead towards a significant good luck for you. So right now is the time to think long term. However, we do have the skull and crossbones. And we did have the death card come up. So, I mean, certainly make sure that you're insured for things like that if you have like family or other things. But just know that sometimes your new beginnings are built off of other things ending. So clarity on the skull and crossbones. 3 of Wands. Think long term. Again, this doesn't mean like all of your transitions are going to happen right now, but when they happen, are you prepared? When they happen, did you plant the seeds to have that future? Because I think that yeah, so right now, just as long as you're thinking long term about what you want long term, what you want to invest in for the long term, what you want to protect for the long term, like those are the things that you should be dealing with right now. Being told no is a gift. Now you know and can move on and do better. On the way to your success, you're probably going to be told no at some point. That's fine. Even the things that reject you are putting you in the right direction. But right now, think about the long term. Invest in the long term. Because that, if you do that right now, from a very practical state, from a very intellectually clear state, it is going to pay off. This is not necessarily like the time to gamble. This is the time to like really make sure things are clear and think about like what you want in the long term. Plant the seeds for what you want in the long term. And know that those seeds, like by you planting those seeds right now, you are going to be really happy that you did. So I hope that this helped you. I deeply appreciate you. Thank you so much, my gorgeous angels. And if you want to be part of my giveaway at 11,000 subscribers, make sure you're subscribed and that you leave a comment. If you want to book with me, my email is in the description right below the timestamps. I do not solicit anybody in the comments, so if anybody does that, it's absolutely not me. So if you want to contact me, that description's the only way to do it. So it's time for pile number 4. Pile number 4, my gorgeous angels. What do you need to know right now? We have the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is about personal happiness. What makes you happy? What makes you fulfilled? Regardless of what other people are doing, what makes you happy? We have the High Priestess. There might be some kind of mystery, but there also is some kind of guidance from the divine, from the universe. There may be something that you end up just knowing. The Two of Wands. You're at a crossroads. There is a decision that you need to make on how you move forward. And the best route is healing, peace, harmony. Just know that there is an ability, like, try to your absolute best ability to stay as emotionally balanced as you can. This doesn't mean that you can't have feelings, but be aware of, high highs and low lows. Be aware of, seek out harmonious, healing, tranquil. Clarity on the Temperance card. The Eight of Wands and a block. You may be facing some kind of block. And I feel like the way to get over it, to overcome it, is to try to maintain as much emotional peace and balance at this time as you can. Oops. Just dropping things as I do. Clarity on the Two of Wands. We have the Gentleman and the Ace of Cups. There's going to be an opportunity, like one of your choices is going to lead to a brand new emotionally satisfying beginning. It could be somebody offering you something. It could be like you leveling up emotionally in a personal level. Clarity on the High Priestess. The Star and the Six of Cups. Even if you're blocked right now, there will be healing. There will be wish fulfillment. There is reason to have hope. And there is reason to trust your inner guidance. Clarity on the Nine of Cups. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Birds. The birds are communication. They can be messages. And the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. That's about planting the seeds so that something will pay off later. And I feel like you might be planting the seeds for your future happiness right now. Clarity on the Mountain. Clarity on the Mountain. The Four of Coins. You're not going to be able to hold on to everything. I mean, you can, but that's not actually what's going to get you what you want. So it might be hard to allow things to flow when you're dealing with this mountain in front of you. It could be bringing up fears of loss, a desire not to lose anymore. But the object is not I know that this sounds weird, but the option is not, the object is not to not lose anything. The option is to find peace and healing. And sometimes we need to consider what we're holding on to. Clarity on the gentleman, the Ace of Cups, the new emotional beginning. So we have the Empress. This new beginning is leading to your best self, leading to, you know, putting you in a place where you're attracting an abundance to you. Clarity on the Star. And these are both highly spiritual cards. We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is the queen of the mind, queen of boundaries, queen of don't mess with me. So, I feel like you're facing some kind of block right now. Some kind of block that maybe is making you have to face potentially losing something, and it's maybe not something that you're entirely ready to let go of. But I feel like the way to navigate this is finding some kind of peace. And even if you are going through something hard, there is an ability to come out and be strong, be tempered by the experience. What do you need to know, pile number 4? 8 of Coins. So we had the 7 of Coins and the 8 of Coins right on top of it. So you're building your future happiness, but there's going to be a need to plant the seeds for that happiness, and there is going to be a need to put in some real practical work. What do you need to know, pile number 4? Reinvention. You may not even know it, but right now you're in the process of reinventing yourself. You're in the process of, So whatever this block is, try not to hold too closely to that block, but really think about, what do you want in the future? What do you need to invest in? What kind of work that you need to put in? And even if it doesn't happen right away, know that you're already in the process. Purse, wallet. Pursue your true wealth. Now that's the thing about the Miser card, the 4 of Pentacles. It's like there's a fear of loss, but it's not really holding on to true wealth. It's not really giving yourself an ability for real abundance. And I feel like real happiness and real abundance, they're going to be available to you. And yes, you are running into a little bit of a wall right now. But that's... So, instead of like being a little bit of rigid and like trying to figure out how you aren't going to lose, or, maybe not being generous because of where you're feeling, how you're feeling, what you're going through. I feel like this is a time for potential healing. This is a time of steeling yourself into something even stronger. Let the hard times be a lesson. There is something... Oh, I apologize. It seems like somebody's blowing a horn outside or something. I hope that's not being picked up on the... I hope that's not being picked up. If it is, I apologize. So, steel yourself. Let yourself do whatever work that you need to do, even if you're hitting a little bit of a wall. Because you're coming from a place and action of trying to just not lose, to a place of maybe really finding your true wealth, really steeling yourself up to the best version of yourself. And know that at the end of the day, there will be something that you have planted that is going to pay off, that is going to lead to celebration, that is going to lead to joy for you. So know that even if you're not seeing that right now, you're planting the seeds for that right now. So we have the soft heart. So even if you're having to steel yourself and be very strong in a difficult situation, there, you still have this soft, kind heart. There's play, so there may be a need to have some joy, have some play in your life, regardless if you're dealing with something very serious right now. And we have Howlite, which is about calm. So is Temperance. Right now, the best thing to do is to face the mountain that's in front of you with as much calm as you can muster. Knowing that, yes, you probably have, some kind of long-term thing that you need to deal with. Maybe there's going to be a lot of work, but ultimately you're going to have some wish fulfillment. Ultimately, you are going to be happy. Ultimately, the seeds you planted will bring you joy. And regardless of feeling, having like a roadblock put in front of you, you're still turning into the person that this will pay off for. So I hope that this helped you. I deeply appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 11,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you are subscribed and you comment, and you're in the running for that. Thank you again to everybody who has been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. I deeply appreciate you all. And I hope you have a wonderful day.